never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network.
Yo, what's up? We back at it again. Hope everybody's doing well. We just get back into it, man. My little, I get my little break on the weekend. It's not really much of a break. I'm still tired. We got Mona Kimura, the Japanese girl that kicks people in the face. We got people dying over Pokemon cards. Let's start with that. That's actually, it's kind of sad. But we'll start with that. Where did my video go? Man. Oh, here we go. There's two videos, actually.
Police say a man will need surgery after someone shot him in a Kroger parking lot. And it was all over trading cards. News 8's Alan Self spoke with witnesses after officers detained someone at the scene.
Right now, police are behind me investigating a shooting that occurred in this Kroger parking lot here on the city's southeast side. Police say this was an argument turned violent over Pokemon cards.
I was coming out of the grocery store. I got into my car. I heard two gentlemen that were in an altercation. I looked over, and there was a black gentleman and a Hispanic gentleman, and the black guy hit him.
Oh, no, the black guy.
A witness who does not want to be identified describes what started off as a confrontation.
Here, he said, the guy cut me in line, and it's over a Pokemon machine.
Quickly escalate to gunfire.
Yes, I think it's totally ridiculous. I'm not a collector of them. I understand that, there are some that are very expensive, but this, like I said, we were told an argument. It wasn't like, right now that we know of, it wasn't like somebody was trying to steal one from another person.
IMPD Captain Don Wellhammer says
They
the
fighting
shooting was
over-
targeted.
People, don't solve your problems in your mind by resorting to violence.
Captain Wellhammer
I don't want to hear
said
that
there
from.
is
I don't
no
want to
threat
hear that from the
public,
cops.
But nearby resident
I
Molly
don't want to hear that
Conley
from the
says
cops.
she's still shaken up.
It's stressful and disappointing. My brother worked here, so it would have been very sad if it was him.
Police say both the victim and the suspect are both adults, and they are looking for anyone with video to contact Crime Stoppers. On the city's southeast side, I'm Alan Self for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
There's something else I wanted to see. Man, don't die over some Pokemon cards.
Meanwhile, a dispute over Pokemon cards may have led to a shooting outside of a Kroger on the Near East Side. One person was injured. Police say both people involved are adults. The victim is in surgery. It happened in the parking lot of the grocery store on Twin Air Drive just before 7 o'clock this evening. That's near the Community Justice Campus. Again, IMPD says their preliminary investigation revealed the suspect and victim had a disagreement over Pokemon cards, which then turned violent.
I mean, quite frankly, if it does turn out to be an argument over the Pokemon cards, yes, I think it's totally ridiculous. I'm not a collector of them. I understand that, there are some that are very expensive, but this, like I said, we were told an argument.
The suspect is in custody, and IMPD says that there is no ongoing risk to the public. No one else in that parking lot was injured.
These people too old for that. They're too old to be fighting over Pokemon cards. They should have had a Pokemon battle. We got some promotions, some belt promotions. Maybe one day Sarah will get her blue belt. Man, how much longer is it gonna take, Sarah?
Influencer named Ashley Janae, I believe, has allegedly committed S after she went and dated this wealthy white man. Now, we want to respect the loss of the life, but I just find it crazy to date someone specifically for money and then turn up unalived. It just shows what chasing worldly and superficial things can lead to. And I always find it funny, particularly with these black women who will cheer women like this on when they don't date in their race and go outside their race to date wealthy white men. They always cheer them on, but when this happens, they're always quiet, bro. Where are those same women? And it's mad interesting because every time I see a black guy date outside his race compared to a white woman dating outside of her race, it's always the black woman who end up unalive, bro. And it's interesting because when you look at the historical context of the black woman and the white man, he's been doing you like that for ages, bro. It's not even surprising. Black men, let's just stay apart this one because a lot of these women, they'll put down black brothers trying to build themselves up to go and date a wealthy white man, and so many of them are ending up like this. It's one thing if you're dating this white man because you love him, but clearly these black women, they even say it themselves. Look at the comment sections of a lot of these videos. They say it themselves, they're dating for money. So to not chase God and to chase this physical paper, and now your real life, your soul that God gave you is evaporated because of this physical paper you were chasing, it's like, you just look crazy. But black men, let's stay apart this one and let them keep dating for money because I see this happening so regularly, bro. And they're still going. Let them keep going. So,
I think there was something else. We got Sydney Sweeney over there too. I thought I had something else about that. Oh, here it is. That's what I thought. It says influencer Ashley Janae found dead in Tanzania as family demands answers. Look at the liger over there just chilling. Yawning. What happened to her? Well, they were in one of the, the reserve parks, Anything can happen if you go to Africa and you go to the reserves, Anything, the lion right there. The tiger, no, they don't have tigers there, but they have lions and hyenas and everything. Anything can get you. It says the family of influencer Ashley Janae, whose real name was Ashley Robinson, is calling for answers following her sudden death during a trip to Tanzania. In the statement dated April 12th, the family said Robinson, 31, had been in Zanzibar celebrating her birthday and recent engagement when she was found unconscious in her villa and taken to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. She and her fiancé were staying in a luxury villa, continuing what we believe was her dream trip, the family said. But just days later, the dream turned into our family's nightmare. The family described her death as suspicious and confirmed that an active investigation is underway. All right, so we don't know what happened. We don't know. We don't know what happened.
I bought all of the most popular ice cream brands so I can rank them from worst to best. And the worst one is Ben & Jerry's. This one container has 92 grams of added sugar, inflammatory oils, and a laundry list of additives. Next up is Blue Bunny. High fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, 3 gums, 3 emulsifiers, and caramel color. Yikes. Then we have Halo Top. Low calorie does not mean healthy. Because they use low fat milk, they have to add 2 gums, 2 emulsifiers, and a bunch of thickeners just to make it creamy. Not to mention, they also use sugar alcohols in here, so if you have a stomach ache after eating this, it's most likely all these additives, not the dairy. Then we have Breyers and Talenti. Both of these have pretty simple ingredients, but they both use 3 gums, 1 emulsifier, and natural flavors. Now we're getting into some brands that I actually recommend, like Haagen-Dazs and Van Leeuwen. These are the simple ingredients you should see in ice cream: cream, milk, sugar, cocoa, and egg yolk. That's it. Next is Strauss. Again, super simple ingredients.
Oh, I see my ice cream over there. You guys know I got my own ice cream brand.
Okay, we're down to the top 3, but before I reveal the winner,
you guys know I got my own ice cream.
And let me know what you think the winner is. Coming in at number 3, we have Alex. This is all organic and made with grass-fed A2 dairy, which makes it easier to digest. Coming in at number 2, we have Cosmic Bliss. This is all organic, made with grass-fed dairy, and unlike all those other brands that are sweetened with cane sugar, this is sweetened with unrefined coconut syrup. And the number 1 ice cream on the market is Ice Cream for Bears. This is made with grass-fed regenerative dairy, and it's sweetened with raw honey.
Also, real quick, if you are finding this content helpful and you want to make sure you catch everything that
I can't eat no ice cream. I got to get the alternative ice cream that doesn't taste as good. Sarah, now you know Sarah sent this to me.
Thank you. Go do what you're doing. You're a beautiful guy. Great fight.
Pause on that, Mr. President.
I'll give you a heart. You look so good. You're too good looking to be a fighter. You are some fighter.
Pause on you,
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
That's funny. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
I don't know. You might see him at the White House soon. Got day 1 jiu-jitsu. They say kids and adults, no experience needed. Build confidence from day 1. Our space is built for a family-friendly environment and anyone looking to build strong fundamentals. Monday through Sunday, dedicated one-on-one lessons to build your jiu-jitsu faster. So just so you know, day 1 is Bernardo and Tinoco's new gym. BJJ Fanatics Part 2. What is this? Oh.
Japanese. And the version you drink might actually just be green tea. But the reason I know this is because Crook brought me to an authentic Japanese tea ceremony here in Tokyo. I got to experience how real matcha is prepared in a traditional setting, which let me see how much time and care goes into the preparation of the real bowl of matcha. The experts even showed me how to spot fake matcha at the cafe because a lot of matcha that it's sold today is actually farmed wrong, making it just powered green tea. I could honestly taste the difference, and as a Japanese person, it was shocking. Almost as shocking as learning matcha actually originated in China 700 years ago. You can book a tea ceremony to be cooked the next time you're in Tokyo.
Where do you think most things in Japan came from? China. How would you be surprised? He said he was surprised tea came from China. I thought everybody knew tea came from China. You know, the president, what's wrong with our president? He's criticizing the Pope.
And they're going to go back filled up with oil. Okay?
Why did you attack Pope Leo on Truth Social?
I don't think he's doing a very good job. He likes crime, I guess. He hit us. Think of it. He's worried about fear. What about the fear when the ministers and the priests and all of those great people that were arrested during COVID. And in many cases, they're outside 10 feet apart, and they were arrested. So we don't like it. We don't like a pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a pope that says crime is okay, and they're going to go back okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person, and he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime. He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world. I'm not a fan of Pope Leo.
There's always something, man. God, dog, can't relax over here. We got Mr. JT Torres now. JT Torres, everybody says you need to go back to adult division. I think he did masters too. Beating everybody up. JT, go back to adult division, bro. Otherwise, he torturing the masters, guys. That's not fair. Him and Jao Miao need to go back to adult.
I struck a deal with Liver King. I started following the carnivore diet and living the 9 ancestral tenets, and we became partners and buddies and good friends. I loved the guy to death. I hadn't worked out in 10 years, maybe more. I was sober for a year and a half at this point. There's no way life was going to be that hard every day to wake up and be consumed by this alcohol addiction. He said, look, it's simple as this. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Get up, get moving, and I'm sponsoring you. So as simple as that. You're going to pay me to promote and transform myself back into the Hammer. And after 12 years, it was it. Boom. I was obsessed immediately.
And when did this obsession with being uncomfortable start?
I didn't know.
I struck a deal with Liver King.
I didn't know Mark Coleman had been working with the Liver King. I didn't know about that. I saw this post kind of going around. It says, took my niece to the movies and it cost me $90. So adult ticket, basically $25, $22 for the kid, $22 for a kid. $11 for popcorn, $2 for nacho, $10 for a large root beer, $9 for some more nachos, and a small Pepsi, $9. God dang, plus tax, $90 almost. So, you go to the movie, I go to the movie, I'm for sure spending about $50. By the time, I feel like Sarah and some of you guys be sneaking in your snacks. But by the time you get into the movie, $25 for the movie. You want a drink and popcorn, $40. some candy. God forbid you take somebody else to the movie with you.
Better and building better habits.
Why athletes need
I think taking care of your body is super important.
Domino's here. Look at Brian. With TB, terrific body.
Cause I don't eat the best.
Yeah, I know, Sarah. I know.
You want a piece of chicken?
Yeah. My taste buds.
I can already tell.
Haven't turned the corner that people say like your taste bud changes over the years. I haven't got there yet. What a bitch could do.
I need to start eating better and building better habits. So I think taking care of your body is super important.
It says, what does eating like an athlete really mean? Copious amounts of fruits and vegetables, adequate fiber and protein, only the most premium health foods. Surely this is the way. Athletic performance hinges upon energy. Athletes spend hours each day doing skill work, team drills, conditioning, and strength training. If you can eat only whole foods to meet the thousands of calories you need as an athlete, then good on you. However, junk calories make it more feasible and reliable to meet the caloric needs of an athlete. However, energy is the currency. Calories provide that energy. So when you see athletes eating tons of pizza, chicken wings, and the like, you may scratch your head. However, every calorie is being put to use to perform at a high level. An athlete who eats too little will under-recover, underperform, and just feel flat. A lot of the refined processed carbs and food in general can be harmful to the average person. However, Those types of foods ensure adequate caloric intake for competitive athletes. So make sure you eat a variety of fruits and vegetables and lean proteins if you need to load up on rice or more palatable foods to meet every need as an athlete. So one issue with athletes is, it's hard to get the meet your calorie requirements if you eat purely healthy. So if you're eating purely healthy, meats and vegetables, it's hard to eat enough vegetables. You ever see those videos where they they compare calories, like this is 100 calories versus this 100 calories of some junk food versus 100 calories of fruits and vegetables. And a lot of times as an athlete, you don't have time to sit there and digest a gallon of broccoli. A pallet of broccoli. Your stomach you can't digest a pallet of broccoli. You can only eat so much vegetables before your stomach bursts. So sometimes you need calorie dense foods. You don't always have enough time. Especially before a competition, you ain't got time to eat a whole chicken breast, a ton of asparagus. You ain't got time for all that. You need to eat something quick. You need to burn that quick. So, as with everything, some balance goes a long way. Now, what's going on with Sydney Sweeney? I don't really even know who this girl is.
I made a video last week about Euphoria Sam Levinson being weird as fuck and how he would probably shove a bunch of weird shit into this new season for his enjoyment. But even I didn't think he would make Sydney Sweeney dress up like a baby. As in, Goo Goo Gaga, I'm a baby with diapers and a pacifier. Meanwhile, Sam Levinson's behind the camera like, yes, this is my artistic vision. Fun fact, the phrase spiritually Israeli gets thrown around a lot online, but something I didn't know is this show is actually Israeli. It's literally an adaptation of an Israeli show also called Euphoria. And I just found out about what they allegedly did to artist Petra Collins. According to her, Sam Levinson contacts her saying he just wrote a show based on her photography and he wants her to direct it. She flies to LA to help them make this show with her creative vision, but after 5 months, HBO says, actually, you can't work with us, you're too young. She says, oh well, it was a nice experience. I'm sure they won't just steal my aesthetic for the show. Turns around to see a billboard. They completely steal her aesthetic for the show. Arguably, the thing that gave the show its entire identity was built on the back of something they stole. Masterful gambit, Sam Levinson.
Viewer discretion advised. I think we got a couple clips from that stuff. Now I don't be watching this. I bet you some of you people be watching this stuff. I ain't got time for this. So viewer discretion advised. Let me zoom in. Sydney Sweeney, don't you have some self-respect? She ain't got no self-respect over here. Well, that's the price she gotta pay though. She dressed up like a dog. Man, fame ain't worth it. It really ain't worth all that. For some little bit of fame, you got to do stuff like this for some little bit of fame. Let's look at some inspiring ladies instead. We got Leticia Ribeiro. She just got promoted. She says, once again, we have the privilege of hosting Gracie Humaita's annual meeting at Gracie South Bay Academy. It was truly an honor and pleasure to welcome the Gracie family and learn from their incredible knowledge and experience. We're grateful for the opportunity to grow together and share these special moments on the mats with all of you. Thank you to Master Hoyler, Master Horion, and Master Holker Gracie, and Professor Pedro Valente for everything. So I do like Gracie Humaita. They're kind of an offshoot of the Gracie Baja and Gracie lineages. But shout out to those people. Alrighty. Pope Leo fires back on Trump. I can't even hear that. I know you guys can hear that.
And they're going to go back. Okay.
Okay, we can't hear him talk. I like Amit Allure. Sarah says, leave that baby alone, but daddy at, baby? Where your daddy at? I think they went to go find him. Sarah, where's Sarah at? Where's the video at? I think they went to go find him. Let me just play it. Yeah, they went to go look for her. Amit said she tired. She need Mika to look after the baby. Here we go. Actually, let me play this one real fast. That's when Amit got pregnant, looking like that, with the red bathing suit on. That's when she got pregnant. Now here she is. Where's Sarah at? Why that baby? Sarah, where's Sarah at? Why that baby? They got that baby working out already. That baby, they already got the baby holding weights. They about to go look for you, Mika. Now, Amit, you ain't getting no better seats. That looks like business class. Actually, is that business class? What kind of flight is that? To Brazil? Oh, she going to Colorado. Mika, go take care of your family. Where is Mika Galval at? He ain't taking care of his family? Oh, she going, okay, look. Amit, you couldn't get no better seats. She got money. She do got money. She do got money. They couldn't get no better seats up front. He has to get that Helena grip weight. The baby's looking better though. Where's your daddy at? That's all I can ask. Where your daddy at? Look at him. Where your daddy at? And I'm not messing with him, Sarah. I'm messing with his father. Where your daddy at? Why are you looking like that though? Where your daddy at? He looking for his dad. I thought they were on the plane to Brazil. I thought they were going to Brazil. I guess not. Mika, you need to take care of your family. He might be hiding from ICE or something. All right, at least he got grandma. Where his daddy at? That's all I'm asking for. Okay, they're going to the Olympic Training Center. Amit, you look like a single mom right now, Amit. You could have picked better. But, that's neither here nor there.
All right. Welcome to the aesthetic bag review, calling it the Omni bag. Any bag I feel like any person should have that is over basically 7 liters should open clamshell. Otherwise, you're just going to be digging through this little bag and not finding anything you want to find. And it's going to take forever. It is a nice luxury, just having this huge admin panel for things that you want quick access to. So whether that be like, sometimes I'll put like a little passport thing here. You can put some coins, pens. We have expandable water bottle holders. This is something that's really nice. I'm very much not a fan of bags that have limited capacity water holders. I have like a pretty big Yeti that fits in this. You can just pull it up, slide it in, fits nicely. So the zippers on here are water resistant. So this is actually a nice touch, very rugged feel. A lot of bags, they'll only have these coated zippers on the electronics compartment. But as you can see on every compartment, coated zippers. So I wouldn't say you want to completely submerge this bag, but even in a tropical rain, honestly, I mean, don't take my word for it, but your bag will probably be fine. Notice 360 degrees of handles on the bag. So no matter how you put it, in what orientation, you're always going to have a handle kind of grab the bag. I believe this is like a 35 liter, something of this sort. So actually the perfect size, depending on the weather you're going, for one bag to travel.
35 liter?
It's a 35 liter bag.
That's so many liters.
Yes. Check it out. Aesthetic website. Awesome bag. I would say this is especially a traveler's bag. This is great. If you have a gi, this is honestly even better. Because you could for sure fit two gis, a few rash guard sets. You'll be set, and you even have space for electronics. Hope you enjoy this bag as much as I have, and see you guys soon.
People don't realize how much space a gi takes up. They think, you can just put 3 gis in there. Two gi. You know how big two gis are, unless you fold them up perfectly. Hidalgo, now Chuku. Now she, I think she's definitely on the women's national team. I think, but I don't think she's wrestling. Where was she wrestling at? Anyway, watch this, sister. You know, sister's gonna slam you. When sisters be wrestling, they gonna slam you. They gonna slam and suplex you. When you get a sister wrestling, same thing with Kennedy Blade. She gonna suplex you. Right on her back. It says U.S. blocks Iran bound shipping as, yeah. So we still going back and forth with the with Iran. I don't know what's going on over there.
Boom! Hit her so hard it sounded like a Griselda ad-lib. God damn! Splayed her out like a Nickelodeon logo. Look at that! Hit her so hard she lost a few genetic markers. See it one more time. Somebody need to check her for a pulse. That level of hit you only see in turn-based combat. That punch had a name. Do you understand? You just went up against Sephiroth. You got hit with a supernova, my nigga. That's what it feels like to have 1 HP left.
Why you do all that? Why you do all that? You got too much time. You know Helen be playing that harp. Now Sarah thought she was Hispanic. Nah, this girl's Greek. This girl Greek. Sarah thought she was. Well, I mean, there are some Spanish people that look like her. I mean, clearly her hair's dyed, right? That's hair dye or bleach. But she is you know, she's for sure Greek. We already talked about the influencer that died in Tanzania. I mean, sisters, be careful out here. I like this little tiger, liger, whatever it is. I don't think that's a regular lion. Tygon, what are you? I like that thing. Sisters, be safe out here, man. Be safe out here. Oh, that's not what I meant to click on.
Kool-Aid wasn't just a drink, it was a cultural event. It was liquid happiness in a plastic pitcher. Now, there were two flavors that remained supreme in black households. That's grape and red. And if you call it cherry, you're not like us. But the real ones know you
Red
had to
was
mix
cherry?
flavors together to
I
get
didn't
that
know
real
it had a
next
flavor.
level forbidden concoction.
Lemonade
Grape
was
lemonade fire. Tropical punch, blue raspberry,
We
chef's
drank fruit
kiss.
punch,
That
too.
one cousin that tried to mix all the flavors together like he was performing some dark ritual, he was not to be trusted.
sure, grape,
This was
though.
do-it-yourself
Grape,
chemistry
lemonade,
at its
fruit
finest.
punch,
And somehow every household had
cherry.
a different secret blend.
I
that
think
they
we had
swore
that.
was
Was
the
it
best.
lemon lime
Hell,
or
y'all
kiwi?
probably arguing about it in the comments right now. And the sugar situation
Oh, yeah.
was out of control. The fact that we got to decide how much sugar we wanted to go into a pitcher of
They
Kool-Aid
messed up
let
letting us
me
put
know
that
that
sugar
we
in
were
there.
not meant to have this much power. The directions said 1 cup of sugar, and we said mind your business. Or back in the day, black people put so
The
much
daddies
sugar
are
on
crashing
Kool-Aid
out
you could
now.
pour it on pancakes and waffles. Just kept pouring until our ancestors whispered to us, "That's enough, baby." Some houses went so far that when you stirred it, you couldn't even stir it all the way. The sugar didn't even dissolve. It just settled at the bottom of the pitcher like a daggone snow
Kool-Aid used to
globe.
hit back
That's why
in
you
the
watch
day,
some
though.
old
I ain't
commercials.
drank
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
man
in
ain't really break into a lot of
30
black people
years.
houses. His ass would have been on dialysis by the end of
I
the
haven't had
commercial.
Kool-Aid in 30
was so
years.
thick you have you smacking your lips for 45 minutes straight. Your heart rate doubled. You could see sound. And who told Kool-Aid man he could burst through people's walls like an unpaid contractor? And what if you live in an apartment building or walk up? What was Kool-Aid man supposed to do? Climb the fire escape? Let Kool-Aid man had broke into my mama house. He would have found her foot in the crack of his glass. Oh yeah.
That Kool-Aid used to hit back in the day now. I don't know why we didn't just drink water, though. Why didn't we just drink water? And I'm from the South, so we had sweet tea. I don't remember having water. Where was water? People didn't really have water. I guess you got it out the faucet. You wanted some water here, drink some water out the faucet over here. We have no filtered water. What was filtered water back in those days? We did have a water fountain though. That water fountain water was, well, hopefully it was cold. Yeah. But yeah, that Kool-Aid. Why the hell were we drinking so much Kool-Aid? And then, okay, if you were a kid, you had some juices. You had some Sunny D or something. Some of you guys were drinking Tang.
How are you supposed to treat a woman?
Apple juice. Coach Cobrinha says, how are you supposed to treat women? All right, Mr. Cobrinha. Cobrinha keep that money on him. What's up, Dana? I know Danny had a tattoo. They've been together for a long time. 50 Cent working out. Why was 50 lifting during peak hours? You're not supposed to lift around 5 p.m. You can't even go to a gym at around 5 p.m. We got Alchemy Jiu-Jitsu. This is Nicholas Mergali's gym. He's got the mock-up. All right, I like the color scheme. A little bit of gray with the green and a touch of black. All right, that's not too bad. A little bit more natural. Kind of reminds me of Arma Jiu-Jitsu with Fion. All right, nice little area. Okay. All right, nice little. Okay. Now the mat space leaves a lot to be desired, though. I think this is more of a boutique kind of jiu-jitsu gym. It's not a. You're probably not gonna become a world champion at this gym, but you got a little boutique mat, a little space right there for maybe 10 people. Another little space there for 10 people, and then a bigger mat. I mean, to be honest, it's going to be mostly kids over there. Okay, this mat's a little bit bigger. I can see, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, maybe 20, 25 people on this mat right here. And bigger mat, you can get more people over there for sure. Okay, what's the restroom situation looking like, though?
Launching huge gas stations with no stores attached in the U.S., starting in California. Costco, you should have been did this. The gas station is the goddamn Justin Timberlake of the whole operation over there. The gas station is the Lauryn Hill, the Michael Jackson of this, man. Yeah, people be shopping, man, but the gas station, that's the one that be having us come from miles around to get that cheaper gas, baby. Y'all should have been on this type of time. The pumps. Let's get the pumps going, man. 78 pumps. 42 pumps. That was me in the bedroom one time. 42 pumps. That was an epic night for me, man. I counted them. It was 42 pumps. I'm liking this, man. Y'all should have been on this, man. Finally. And please, when you open it up, be close to my house, man. And we know gas is like $18 a gallon right now, but this is still exciting. Because Costco always got that gas you're going to go the extra mile for. And you're going to sit in that long-ass line. Now that we all pumps, like a good night in the bedroom, all pumps. What we talking about, man? This is a glorious celebration. Where at in California, man? I live in California, man. Let me know, man. What's the address? What's that address? I got to re-up on my membership, man. I always got to re-up on the membership, man. That shit
That membership hit
do.
you.
Because all I really get from Costco is the gas. But that's neither here nor there. Gas pump these tickets, man. Gas pump.
You need to go into the store. We like this little Japanese lady. Mona Kimura, I believe that's her name. So she won her fight. So whenever people tell you need to be well-rounded, look at this girl. She's not well-rounded. She just kicked people in the face. She got a lot of blood on her, and I believe it's her opponent's blood. I'm not sure if we can watch the fight. Let's see if we can see. Is this the fight? This was before the fight. Stare down. She was looking nervous too. guys know which one LL Snap likes. Which one you think LL Snap like? Mr. Marlon, what's up? Mr. Marlon, you already got your Japanese boxing girl. Mr. Marlon already got himself a boo. You know, this girl's famous, Mr. Marlon, for her kick. Her it's not really a side kick. I guess technically it is a side kick. Yeah, that's how she be attacking you. Oh, you go where? Oh. She be nervous, but all she gotta do is kick people in the face. Now, if she finds somebody that can leg kick her, she might get taken out though. If she can find somebody that can knock that leg out the way and kick her in the leg. If she fights somebody that can kick her in the other leg, she might be done for. That's for after the fight.
やばこれ全部食べていいかな私がいいんじゃないですかでも5切れだから多分セコンドミゲルにはあげないけどね美味しそうすぎ写真撮ろう
Oishi means like good. Looks delicious. I got a little bit of Japanese. My Japanese is terrible too. Alright, this is her warming up. Wait, they already showed the win?
Decision from the red corner representing Japan, Mona Kimura.
結構フックで
ですよね。
ずれた感じ。
マジで最悪。
Got hit in the head.
可愛く痛かったのに。
でも
松井君はいはい。まつげも下がってるし、髪の毛もぐちゃぐちゃだし。
でも
I know she got them big eyelashes on.
いかがでした？
なんか私がケンケンで立ってたら向こうもなんかそれに乗っかってきて。
A couple leg kicks on that other leg, he might take her out though. Oh, she got the 1-2. 1-2 kick. Now she might get clipped one day. Because her hands be pretty low. Oh. She took a little bit of damage this fight. She took a little bit of damage that fight though.
やる前に思っているという
これコブラなんだコブラがね
コブラ
獲物狙う
仮にチェ・ウンジが相手
コブラ
これだけだったらまだねちょっとやりやすい
この一人のストレート
左が
前蹴り編み出した技でもありますこれもモナ蹴りそして前蹴りとしては上がった時の後ろ足は狙い目ね右左ストレート
本当ヘビー
ワンツーストレートボール
本当ねこのレスリーファイト
しまして支持者フルマークでの木村モナさあこの K1 初やる前に思って
I want to see her fight one of them Thai girls though. That's what I want to see her fight one of them Thai girls. money in their sponsorships, though. That leg just get in the way. She would have a good guard. I think she would have a good guard. Good triangle or something. All right, so she won her fight, of course, but, you know, it only gets harder. It only gets harder as you keep going. Where were we? People keep telling Jamie Foxx he looks like Jamie Foxx.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Jamie Foxx?
I wish I had that Jamie Foxx money.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Jamie Foxx?
I wish I had that Jamie Foxx money. You trying to go half a hat? Look at it, Jay Young. You trying to go half a hat? Yeah, clean. You got it going on. Oh man, not like you. You over there looking like Jamie Foxx. Man, that's what they told me. I wish I had some of that Jamie Foxx money. All right,
Jamie,
baby.
why don't you tell people that's you? Why don't he tell people that's him? Well, what kind of car is that? A Bentley or something? That you know that's Jamie Foxx right there in the Bentley. Wait a second. What kind of car was that? Mr. Marlon, know.
You trying to go half a hat? Look,
Mr. Marlon, what kind of car is that? You know, Mr. Marlon know more about that stuff than me. You know that's Jamie Foxx in the Rolls Royce or the Bentley, whatever that is.
That Jamie Foxx
Maserati,
money.
whatever that is.
All right, baby.
Let me see.
Hey, now.
Yeah, Rolls Royce. Wait a second. If you look over, that man looks like Jamie Foxx. Oh, that's a Rolls Royce? That might be Jamie Foxx. Rolls Royce? I ain't never been in a Rolls Royce before. I can't even pronounce it properly. You look like Jamie Foxx. Yeah, that's me. Well, that for him. We talked about this wrestler. The first wrestler to win 4 NCAA titles. The issue was, you know, back in the day, I believe this was in the 80s, probably 87, 88. You know, they didn't really celebrate the brothers in wrestling back then. So, 87, Mr. Timothy Wright. Yeah, 87, they didn't really, you know, he won 4 consecutive national championships, NCAAs, but the first one to do it too. But, you know, they never promoted him. They didn't like interview him or anything. So, you know, that's how the sport's been, man. He won 84, 85, 86, 87. Man. We got Mackenzie Dern. We know some of you guys. Where's Sarah at? You know, Sarah loves Mackenzie Dern. Sarah's still waiting on Mackenzie Dern to message her back. And that ain't ever going to happen, Sarah.
Toyo tires handle wet conditions. Like Mackenzie Dern handles wet conditions. Like that. Toyo tires, official tire of UFC. Toyo tires handle wet conditions.
What they put on her? So when she does an ad segment like this, how does it work? Does UFC get all the money, and she gets like a couple pennies on the dollar? How does that work?
Toyo tires are so friggin' tough. Like Mackenzie Dern is just so friggin' tough. Toyo tires, official tire of UFC.
That's Sarah's girl right there.
Toyo tires chew through tough terrain. Like Mackenzie Dern chews through tough T-bones.
Was that picanha?
Toyo tires, official tire of UFC. Toyo tires chew through tough terrain. Like Mackenzie Dern chews through tough T-bones.
That's not even possible. They couldn't take the mouthpiece out? You can't. I ain't never seen nobody eat with the mouthpiece on like that with steak. It was a bad ad. Well, she got paid for it. Mr. Stefan Mikic, you know him. He's a world champion in wrestling. He says, new decade, feeling grateful and ambitious for my next steps in life. I'm not sure what he's about to do. He likes apparel, and he's got his wrestling shoe, so I'm not sure what he's about to do. He doing everything but wrestle.
Hey, that's your girlfriend? Yeah.
Hey, that's your girlfriend?
Rampage all over the place too. We got Devontae. What he up to? Training out of Marco. You know, Devontae too heavy to be sweeping like that half guard. Oh, he might get him. Oh no. I like Devontae, but Devontae, he must get payback for that loss to Owen Jones. He made all the brothers look bad losing to Owen Jones like that. Devontae, you need to right that wrong, Devontae. He does. He need to right that wrong. That was unacceptable. Losing to Owen Jones was unacceptable. Let's see. What do I care about? There's a lot of stuff. Let's watch some YouTube. What was this? Oh, we already saw that. Somebody got shot over Pokemon cards. That's why we got Pikachu on the thumbnail. We'll need to watch that again. We got a couple belts being awarded. Eric Paulson and I believe Higan Machado. So you know Mr. Marlin like Higan Machado. I plead the fifth otherwise. You guys know Mr. Marlin love Higan Machado.
I know this guy for over 38 years. The first time I met him was in Manhattan Beach. He used to train with my cousins, Royce and Rorio, in the garage. When I met him the first time, Royce introduced me. He used to work in a place in Manhattan Beach as a bartender. I like him right away. Every time I go over there, he give me apple juice. He said, "Hey, over here, apple juice." And I love it. Right away, we become friends. And little by little, I start seeing his progress in martial arts. Become a champion in shoot boxing, a world champion, become one of the biggest ambassadors, not only in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but in MMA. It's an honor and a pleasure to bring Eric Pauls for his quarter belt. Let's clap it.
So Coral Belt is about 35 years. And as a black belt, something like that. 25, is it 25 or 35? It might be 25 years. Let's see. Uh, 30 years. 30 years as a black belt.
He's not a teacher anymore.
Over
now
30 years. Some old guys, man. Mr. Marlin, we got to get Mr. Marlin the black belt. Come on, Mr. Marlin. We're trying to get him the black belt. And we're trying to get Sarah the blue belt. We trying. It's hard over here. She don't like gi. If she put her gi on, she can get the blue belt.
Now it's time for him to say something.
Number one, culture shock right there.
You guys know Eric Paulson. He's the coach for the Rotullo twins now.
I know that there's some big events today. I didn't know I was part of it. But thanks for the surprise. Last time I got promoted to my black belt from Master Higan, he told me that he said he was talking about someone being a good friend. And then he said, now this guy's going to star in the new movie Brokeback Mountain 3. I'm laughing, and then he called my name, and I'm like, what? Same surprise. Thank you.
Wait. Red belt's only for the Gracies. It's a coral belt. Well, because 30 years, 30 plus years as a black belt, you ain't got no more stripes.
All right. Still
There ain't no
going,
more
and
stripes on there.
promotion. The next guy.
So it's coral, which is red and black, and then there's the checkered, the red and white, and then the red belt's only for the original Gracie students and Gracie family members. So, no matter what you do, you guys ain't ever gonna get a red belt in jiu-jitsu. You can get a red belt in something else though. So Hegan was a red belt? Wait a sec. Oh, he got his red belt. Hegan just got his red belt. So that's Horion Gracie. So that's the brother of the, you know.
The only reason the Machado and we here today because of Horion Gracie. You know what I mean? Because he was the pioneer of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here. He helped to start the UFC. Because his vision, his idea, Jiu-Jitsu spread for the world. It's an honor to have my cousin here today. Thank you.
I never felt so protected. Anyways, I know it's a special celebration. I talked to Higa. Said I have to teach a seminar at Hoyler School down in San Diego. He said, "Oh, our place is real close." Brazilian style, you know. Anyway, 2.5 hours later, I'm here. I'm sorry for the delay.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
It's always good to spend time on the mat anyway, so we all know.
Thank you, sir.
And of course, it's a super special honor for me to be invited to do this procedure here. And let us go to business.
Thank you for holding again, man, because
you're very welcome. Here's the deal. A lot of people get promoted as time goes by. There he is, Charles, how are you? And then and you just get because you're just part of the deal. You know, I'm very happy to see that not only Higan is receiving his belt well-deserved today, but he's the kind of guy who's been on the mat, teaching class and keeps on going.
Yes, sir.
He's not just promoted because the time went by. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, oh, can you promote me and this and that? And I feel uncomfortable with the idea. But I'm happy and honored with this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. If I did, you know, was able to bring Jiu-Jitsu to America, of course, I had strong pillars like this guy here to carry on the stuff, and now all of you continuing the legacy. So I'm sure that our ancestors, Uncle Carlos up there, my dad up there, your dad, everybody's very happy with the results of this amazing outcome and how well we were received here in America, which I knew when I came here were the windows of the world. The whole thing was just going to explode.
So if you don't know, Horion, he was the first Gracie to go to California and start teaching jiu-jitsu and
check a little bit
made all the connections and
some stories, or what do you want to do?
Yes. I feel the luckiest man alive because when the first time I came here, Horion was here already. And I feel the luckiest person alive because Royce said, "Pô, Higa, I was in San Francisco." He said, "San Francisco is not a place. Come to California, come to LA. I'm here teaching Horion here. You know what I mean? You do some jiu-jitsu." I said, "Okay." Hickson just arrived at the time. Horion was super nice to Higa. Before everything, he said, "I'm gonna put you in Royce because Royce been teaching a lot. He has 600 students on the garage, and I help to teach over there for a little bit. Because Horion, we're here today. Because Horion, you know what I mean? For he helped us to come to
the original Gracie Academy was in a
to be here.
Garage.
I felt honored to have him over here today because I was thinking about Brazil call and say, "Hey, we want to promote you as a red belt." I said, like, I'm going to accept a red belt in case come from Horion. You know what I mean? He attached Horion. I got offered a red belt in the organizations in Brazil, but I'm only going to use the red belt. It's coming from you and he come all the way from San Diego, 2 hours and a half to drive just to give him the belt. I felt a privilege and honor to have a belt for Horton Grace.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of history, man, and what kind of sucks now is that's the wrong thing. A lot of the people in the sport don't know the history, which is up. Your coach has got to tell you about that stuff. Your coach has got to tell you about the history of jiu-jitsu, but a lot of coaches don't know the history of jiu-jitsu. So that is kind of what do I want to see? Oh. Let's listen to Howell Teague. You know, CP love Howell Teague.
All right, we're in episode 27. Hello, Matthew. How's it going?
What's up, Hal? How are you?
I'm all right, kind of. I'm a bit frustrated. So
I did a video on Kyle Terra, so I think they're going to talk about Kyle Terra. So we'll jump through this a little bit.
You've got a few things to talk about in this episode. And the first thing is you sent me something on Instagram, a podcast clip. Came up sort of on our feed from the Ageless Warrior Lab, which is actually a podcast run by a coral belt, one of the Dirty Dozen, one of the first 12 American black belts ever promoted, Dave Mayer. And he did an interview with Kyle Terra. And you sent this to me. You had some thoughts. So Kyle was talking about injuries, or more specifically, injury prevention or lack of. So why did you send me this clip? What stood out to you?
I can't get it up on my screen now. I think if I remember correctly, it was an interesting little microcosm of a few things for me, because it was a multiple-time jiu-jitsu world champion talking about how he never did any strength and conditioning. But he also was saying even like everyday activities like brushing his teeth are really difficult and painful, which is absolutely insane because he's only 40 years old, even though he looks 12. And then
because of the wear and tear on his shoulders and stuff, right?
Yeah. And then the other thing was that the comments underneath were just like a perfect microcosm of a kind of the weird jiu-jitsu bro science sort of landscape that kind of cracked me up, because I mean, yeah, we can go through it one by one, but like, I mean, I saw two different comments for two totally different methods of dealing with this pain, and both of them were like, this will fix it. You know, it's like, yes, here's my random one sentence comment on Instagram that will fix your entire life. Like, it was just, you know, there's so much of that stuff in our sport. Made me laugh.
Pseudoscience?
I'm surprised nobody said he should have taken steroids.
Shut up, Howard.
True. Yeah. Oh, was this guy? He said, try hanging from a bar. Start with 30 seconds, 3 or 4 reps, increase your time. Both my shoulders were hurting so bad. I was eating 6 or 7 ibuprofen a night. I ended up speaking to an oral surgeon for some reason, and he said, start hanging from a bar. It fixed me almost immediately. My shoulders haven't hurt since. What planet does anybody live on where you hang on a bar for a few seconds and you fix decades of shoulder damage? Like, it's just so...
Some of us might need to hang off a bar.
I'm more concerned that he got that advice from an oral surgeon. They're not exactly known for their orthopedic specialities, especially with shoulder joints. But I will say this, though, that hanging from a pull-up bar is actually incredible if you have tight. Some interesting news. Now, this is not first-hand news. This is second-hand news. It was mentioned on the White Monster podcast, which is Declan Moody and Austin Senos, two of the Simple Man guys. They, Austin just dropped this in very casually in the middle of a greater conversation. It was Austin, Declan, and Nicky Ryan. And they were kind of talking in general about who from Simple Man was going to ADCC. And I think at the moment that only, let me see, I want to say that Declan is confirmed. He won the trials. And I think Chris Wojcik is invited because I think he was Final Four, right, in his division last time. So he usually would get a call back. But I do believe that Chris is also moving to San Diego pretty soon. So he might not technically be with Simple Man come ADCC. But the question was, you know, are some of the guys going to do trials? You know, guys like Ethan, and apparently he's kind of on the fence. But the big name you would have thought would be Nicky Rod, of course, 2-time ADCC silver medalist. And Austin said that Nicky Rod's probably not going. And he just kind of said it quite flippantly, but he's like, oh, yeah, Nicky Rod, I'm not getting out of bed for $70,000.
What's
which
up,
is
bro?
The, sort of the prize if you win the division in absolute, right? Which I will be honest, I don't find completely surprising, because if you think about it, he's already a 2-time ADCC silver medalist. Like, how many more medals do you really need? He's probably one of the best established heavyweights in the world today. Doesn't really need to do anything else in his name. He's the $1 million grappler. He won the prize at CJI 1. He was one of the winning team members of CJI 2. And the other thing is that Nicky Rod hates to travel. He really doesn't like to travel, especially internationally. And I think that, like we said with Merigali last week, about that kind of reluctance, like, I don't want to go to Poland to have to compete in this tournament. I think Nicky Rod's probably thinking, with all these factors, he's probably like, I skip it.
Yeah, it doesn't massively surprise me. I mean, even when he was a fairly regular competitor on Polaris, it was clear that he didn't enjoy the international travel. And, as we reached out to him more and more, that became like a big sticking point. I think at one point he was like, well, get me business class flights. But, business class flights are currently something like 8 times the cost of a normal flight, which makes things difficult. And yeah, I mean, I can't really see a reason for him to do it at all. I mean, it's 70 grand if he wins everything. But yeah, like you said, I mean, he basically snubbed ADCC for CGI 1, right?
Correct.
And I don't see any reason for him to sort of go back on that just to be thrown back in the mix again with a bunch of other killers, It does feel like now that I think about it, like the landscape of pro jiu-jitsu has changed so dramatically, even in the couple of years since the last ADCC, that the previous winners or successful people now have zero motivation to do that again.
Yeah,
no, especially
I agree with you there.
especially ones who are required to travel. I think they might be in a different situation if it was in America, but yeah.
I do agree with you there. I think you've got a point. I think that we're seeing that generational shift, aren't we? And the guys who are kind of, more established in their career, sort of around about the 30 years old mark, the ones who have been on the scene for some time now, I feel like there's less desire to go out and chase after that ADCC title, because they're just in a phase of their career where it's not really going to change their lives. And I really feel that this ADCC is going to be a much younger ADCC overall. And I don't necessarily mean just, people's chronological ages. I think we'll see a different cadre of athletes almost. There's still very many question marks as to whether some of the more established guys will compete this year. Still got plenty of time for those invites to roll out, of course. But yeah, I really feel like the sentiment is there that a lot of these more established guys are probably just going to pass and let a bunch of new guys do it instead.
Yeah, especially because ADCC scrabbled around last time and paid people to turn up. Like, suddenly not doing that again would probably demotivate quite a lot of those guys. Might be the deciding factor,
So moving on, we've got a kind of a really cool fight.
Then they had one more section about Mikey. Sorry, Mikey. Sometimes Mikey be watching this stuff. We be pissing him off. I'm sorry, Mikey.
Good point. So about the next UFC event, BJJ event though, UFC BJJ 8, the announcement of the title fight of Mikey Musumeci versus the unknown Kevin Dantzler. Wow. This got people talking. So what did you make about this title fight announcement?
Not my first choice.
Nobody's first choice.
I mean, I think it had a lot of impact because the photo is kind of goofy. He's got such a big grin on his face and he looks like he's been caught by surprise, And I think it was a day after April Fool's Day, so the internet had a field day with that. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they're struggling a little bit to find opponents for their top guys. Yeah, for sure. But that guy, Kevin, he must be made up, and maybe he I don't know how he feels about all the feedback from the online community, but yeah.
It's pretty brutal, right? Pretty brutal. People, I think the first reaction from people were like you said, is this an April Fool's joke? The second reaction was just like, who? Nobody had ever heard of this guy. I will admit,
we haven't heard of any of Mikey's opponents.
Kevin Dantzler, he is experienced.
I haven't heard none of
He is a
Mikey's
black
opponents.
belt. He has been pretty active over the last couple of years on the submission grappling scene. But he is by no means a high-level grappler, let's say. He's not even ranked top 5, I want to say, at 135. He may have just squeezed in on the top 10. His most notable matches were against MMA fighters on Fury Grappling. And Fury is it's a show on Fight Pass. And Fury Grappling does act, I feel like at this point, it's kind of a bit of a feeder, maybe, for UFC BJJ. Because he had 2 matches. He had a match against Merab in October 2021, and also Aljamain Sterling in 2023. He won both of those via decisions. So, you know, that's...
Can he beat those guys? I mean, those
that's kind
guys...
of maybe a foot in the door.
Those guys get tapped by Mikey in 2 seconds.
If you look at his record against good grapplers, like actually well-known submission grapplers, not just MMA fighters doing side quests, he's lost by submission to guys like Juni Ocasio, Frank Rosenthal, Andrew DeGraff. And those are legit names who I feel like would be better challengers for somebody like Mikey. So
yeah,
it's kind of a bit of a surprise as to how they found this guy.
I mean, I think Johnny was in the comments, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Saying as much, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he can beat Merab and Aljamain Sterling, it probably very, very solid grappler, like very hard to finish. But the fact that he loses to submission artists suggests that he's going to have a really, really bad time with Mikey Musumeci.
Yeah. Yeah, the most notable thing that Dantzler has done in submission grappling was he won Finishers Combat 6 in April 2025, but no real standout performances since then. So obviously we're going off what's available online. Haven't been able to find a ton of his matches.
All right, so I'm not even sure why Mikey's fighting that guy, but Mikey going to defend it left and right. It says, nobody tells you this. 6 truths about your kids in BJJ.
Okay, check it out. I'm going to lay out the 6 harsh truths about putting your kids in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because every parent wants their kid to be successful, but not every parent knows what the heck goes on putting your kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And all you have to do is keep in mind that these truths, and I'm 100% sure you'll be successful and be like, you know what? Patrick from 40 and Flowing told me that this was going to happen, so I'm going to keep at it. If you're new here, my name's Patrick. I'm a 3-stripe blue belt. I've been training jiu-jitsu inconsistently for about 15 years.
Damn.
If you like this video, please like.
Sarah, are you related to this guy? He said that sound like Sarah's story.
Subscribe, and I heard there's a hype button too, so go ahead and hit that. Okay, here we go. So truth number 1, your kid is not going to be good.
Yeah, sometimes
it is
they are
an
good.
Agonizing process to showing some signs that they are learning the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's not going to be good. They're going to suck.
It
But
depends.
that's okay. But go into it, giving it at least a year. I'm gonna be even better. Give it a year and a half of your kid sucking until you see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm not even at the end of the tunnel. Harsh truth number 2.
But wait, when you put your kids in martial arts, most parents don't care about their kids being good. Now, if their kid's good, awesome. But the reason most parents put their kids in martial arts is to learn discipline, right? Most parents don't care. They don't care about your kid being good. Most parents. Some parents do, though.
In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, there will be more bad days than good. You're going to take your kid to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they are just going to not do anything right. There are days that it's going to be tears. They're going to be crying the whole time. But please believe it, please. I would say 10 bad days to 1 good day. And I know that's intimidating, but stay the course. Like I said in my previous video, stay the course, because you can expect more bad days than good. And that's just how it is. There's no getting around it. Truth number 3, there will be so much losing. It will be unbearable.
Yeah, that's normal.
Your kid will lose again, and lose some more until maybe a new kid comes in and they get a little glimpse of what they have been learning.
They might still lose
and lose again.
They might still lose to the new kid
in the first year or so of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you put them in competition, which you should put them in a competition, but they most likely, their first competition, they might lose. It's going to be intimidating. So expect a bunch of losing when you're grappling.
Kids going to cry even if they win their first match.
The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, expect them losses. Harsh truth Number 4, the frustration you have as a parent will be unbearable. You're gonna wonder if you raised your kid right, putting them into jiu-jitsu, because the way they acting, running around doing cartwheels and
the kids be doing that.
merry-go-rounds and patty cake and all the stuff that
Psychological.
kids do. You're gonna wonder if this is worth it. If the money you're spending is worth it, bringing your kid here 3 to 5 days a week to learn jiu-jitsu when all they're doing is laughing and giggling and carrying on. So the frustration will be real. Another harsh truth.
Who would be upset
there
their
will be
kid
many,
having
many
fun?
tears. Many tears. Expect that. And accept it. Jiu-jitsu is hard. You're going to look at your kid get smashed, and maybe they may be hurt, and you're so scared because you don't know if they're like actually hurt because they're
Most kids
crying,
usually
or
not
they're
hurt.
crying because they're losing. You don't know. But expect those tears on both sides. But bring them back. Keep on bringing them back. Last harsh truth with putting your kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is they're never going to want to go.
Yeah, it's true.
Every time I tell my daughter that she has Jiu-Jitsu today, she's like, oh. And that's okay. But I'm still going to take her, and she's still going to go 3 to 5 days a week. Until she starts another sport, she's going to go 3 to 5 days a week, and that's non-negotiable.
That's actually pretty good, yeah. Until she
Because
starts
God
another
forbid
sport,
something
you
happens,
gotta do something,
the
man.
real world, I want her to be able to protect herself. So although they do not want to go, please continue to take them. So some personal progress from my child going.
Yeah, and my advice, parents, get out there and roll too, parents. Parents, all the parents out there, make sure you rolling too. Everybody think it easy, everybody think, oh, this shrimping stuff easy. All right, now get your butt out there and do it. Oh, I can't do it. If you want your kids to like jiu-jitsu, you need to train jiu-jitsu and train with them. You just noticed? Oh. Yeah, somebody got shot over Pokemon, so that's why we had the Pikachu in the thumbnail. But yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, somebody got shot over that. We got one more video. Says, does jiu-jitsu lineage really matter? Yeah, just go and train. If the kids see you enjoying it, they're gonna enjoy. Most kids gonna do what you doing. You can't even stop your kid from doing what you doing. Just do something. Yeah, a kid's gonna do whatever you doing.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Kevin's Jiu-Jitsu video. Weekly
If you ain't got no
content.
energy going to jiu-jitsu class, the kid ain't gonna have no
Thank you for
energy.
commenting. Thank you for liking.
If you
and
pumped to go to
subscribing on
jiu-jitsu
Spotify.
class,
if you haven't
the
done
kid
so
gonna
already,
be
make sure you
pumped.
do that. In today's video, I'm going to break down or go over my thoughts on jiu-jitsu lineages and if they really mean anything these days. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kevin. I'm a jiu-jitsu brown belt, and I am the owner and head instructor of Ivy Jiu-Jitsu here in Middle Tennessee. Ivy Jiu-Jitsu on my t-shirt.
Tennessee.
So let's get into this video. Your tree of jiu-jitsu, your family tree.
I don't know if we need to watch this. So lineage, it's like we watched Torian and Hegan. That's your lineage. Who you came up under, who taught you, who gave you your belts. Hey, no, is that you, Tatiana? Oh, hello. It was a wig. I knew it. I knew it was a wig. See? Appreciate you. She said it was a wig. I knew it. Nobody believed. People were arguing with me. People were arguing with me. I was like, wait a second. I know Marcelo's hair. Let me pull up a picture of Marcelo's hair. I knew it. See, this is Marcelo's hair. People were arguing with me. They said that wasn't Marcelo. He had the curly hair. People were arguing with me. Thank you. Thank you for proving me right. You guys can't even see the picture. This one with the hair. He got curly hair. Now, I knew his hair wasn't like that. See, thank you, Tatiana. I knew it. Thank you. We got Mikey Musamechi over here. Actually, let me look at a little Tisha Hibero real quickly.
Yes.
I love self-defense. Look at that. Get it. Nice. I gotta do a video on I gotta do a video on Leticia Ribeiro, man. You got some people don't know about her. Mount, okay. Tabletop. Nice. Armbar. Swim, yeah. Okay. Swim. There you go. Armbar. Yeah. That was awesome, man. We got a little bit of Mikey Musumeci over here. Mikey got some muscles. That's pasta muscle. That's that pasta muscle. Mario Lopez was grappling too. New York OC. I think he's Masters 5. Yeah, he might be Masters 5. He's a little too aggressive, but he's good. He just need to maybe chill out a little bit. We had Greg Souders. You know, you guys like Greg Souders over here.
Play the game of immobilization as it leads to strangulation and breaking. We do that by attacking the periphery to gain access to center mass. Once we gain access to center mass, we immobilize center mass, isolate, re-attack the periphery.
It's a lot of big words just to say you like rolling around with dudes.
What is Greg Souders talking about? I think I had another video somewhere. I don't know where it is. There's too many videos. Of course, you guys saw Eric Paulson got his coral belt. Shout out to him. Look at the Rotulos. Alrighty. Where was I'm trying to see. I can't find another video.
Hey guys, I don't say this often, but this is one of the cleanest UFC parlays they put together. Starting with Gamrat, his pressure, pace, and grappling over 3 rounds. I think this is a nightmare-style matchup.
Greg
and he really wears guys out and takes over. Now, when we move to Johnny Walker, I think that he's so explosive and has so much knockout power, and he only needs one punch to land on.
He doesn't know what he's talking about? No. Oh, here he is again. That's what I was looking for.
So we play the game of immobilization as it leads to strangulation and breaking. We do that by attacking the periphery to gain access to center mass. Once we gain access to center mass, we immobilize center mass, isolate, re-attack the periphery. To do that, we make and maintain connection to manage distance through isolation, immobilization, segmentation, and destabilization. That's the way we describe every action at any given moment at any scale, from local to global, that can happen in a grappling context.
What is he talking about?
So we play the game of immobilization as it leads to strangulation and breaking. We do that by attacking the periphery to gain access to center mass. Once we gain access to center mass, we immobilize center mass, isolate, re-attack the periphery. To do that, we make and maintain connection and manage distance through isolation, immobilization, segmentation, and.
All right, man. Now listen. Jiu-jitsu never was supposed to be that complicated. Jiu-jitsu don't need to be that complicated. So that's why Sarah hasn't got her blue belt yet, because she's trying to do all that stuff. That's why Sarah ain't got her blue belt yet, because she's trying to isolate and segregate. What you trying to do, Sarah, when you do ecological? That didn't sound simple. Let me listen to that again.
So we play the game of immobilization as it leads to strangulation and breaking. We do that by attacking the periphery to gain access to center mass. Once we gain access to center mass, we immobilize center mass, isolate, re-attack the periphery. To do that, we make and maintain connection to manage distance through isolation, immobilization, segmentation, and destabilization. That's the way we describe every action at any given moment at any scale, from local to global, that can happen in a grappling context. So we
and none of that worked against Dorian Olivares. Lotto, oh no. You know, I'm all for my ladies representing, but you know, you don't, maybe, I don't know. Oh no, pregnant twerking. Oh no. That's it's in Atlanta too. I'm embarrassed. She I guess she linked up with 21 Savage. Jesus. Well, she got to pay the bill somehow, Sarah. She got to pay them bills. Yeah, it's pretty normal. That is normal. Oh, no. How pregnant? She looks like she's ready to burst. God, dog, that is normal. I'm sorry, guys. Blame Atlanta for that one.
What's up, fam? Little update
Oliver
for
Taza.
you guys. Unfortunately, as some of you may have seen, I had to withdraw from my match on main character. I've been dealing with a hip injury since the last European trials, and it's been lingering, and now it turned into a hernia in my abdominal area, and it's requiring more attention than I was hoping for. So the next step is going to be the MRI. We're going to figure out if this needs surgery. If it does, no big deal. It's only the second surgery. It's only my second surgery, and I'm 33. So in terms of jiu-jitsu numbers, we're doing great. And I'm actually trying to stay positive as much as possible, guys, keeping things in perspective. There are people in the Middle East who are losing their homes, their lives, their loved ones. So this is just a little bump in the road. We will be back.
ATL, yeah. I'm sorry for what we do over here in Atlanta. I think Sarah sent me this. We've seen this a couple times.
Anytime you see a video like that on social media, you should always remember the quote from Boondocks.
What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
But if you look at it from the other competitor's perspective, you might change your views.
We already kind of watched this couple times. Uh-oh.
Anytime you see a video like that on social media, you should always remember the quote from Boondocks.
What did he do to make them niggas that mad?
But if you look at it from the other competitor's perspective, you might change your views.
They both should have been penalized.
And after watching the other competitor's video, you should be able to understand why she smacked the shit out of her, or mushed her, whatever you want to call it. Same thing had been happening to her the whole time, so why not retaliate? Jiu-jitsu is a combat sport, so if you had been spazzing out the whole match, why act like a victim and make the caption that way when they do the same thing to you? Now, I don't know who made that video. I'm going to assume it's the dad, but regardless, that was some whack-ass shit. Because as soon as I saw it, I knew the comments would be filled with so much hateful, racist comments because they see a black competitor versus a white competitor, and that white competitor is now being painted in a victim light, and the black competitor is being painted as a villain. And right here, you can see just how hateful the comment section got. People ran to say the most vile shit that they can think of. And it's pretty sad because you say all these things about someone that you don't know over a clip that was edited to make them look like they were the bad guy. And just by watching this video, you can see that she grapples Spazzy, right? She slaps her across the face, pushes the shit out of her, and then drops her elbow on her on this takedown. Then rips a heel hook. Now I know me calling out and condemning the actions of the father for making them look like a victim when in reality they weren't isn't really going to do anything. But as a black man that's been competing and training martial arts for 15 plus years, I truly do want to see more black women on the mats enjoying jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, and all the martial arts that I've been loving for years. Now I could understand after seeing something like that, you may not feel like martial arts is a safe space as a black woman, but I can at least say that not all places are like that, and there are plenty gyms that are open to everybody. Now I can't speak for what happens on the internet, because unfortunately there's a lot of idiots there, but the least I could do with my platform is call out bullshit when I see bullshit.
Yes, sir. Drop down a teenager. Well, the teenager went up to adult. You would never drop down to a teenager? Oh. Well, I mean, all right. You guys know LL Snap love Kev on stage and Tony Baker. He loved them guys.
The GOAT.
I like
right
this guy.
here. Hitting the out here. You understand me? Consequences. Big consequences. You already know. You feel me? Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, man. Love you, man. Love you. Man. You know it. Working with Kevin on stage. Hands on the walls. My dad used to say, you put your hands on my walls, you're going to be getting up off the floor.
Oh, shout out to this man. He doing big time over there. He got Mikey with Mr. David Goggins. Look at David Goggins. David Goggins not laughing. Who's going to carry the boats? Your bones are too frail. Okay.
I'm trying to be a hybrid in both right now.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You brought a group of girls with you.
Yes, I did.
So, what are your thoughts? What is your intention? What is your goal with like bringing them up and mentoring younger girls?
Yeah, I have my mini dream team, as I like to call
Mini
them.
dream team.
No.
Yeah. I teach
got,
a class to them every Wednesday for an hour.
That shrunk. The dream team shrunk a lot.
It's out of my budget. Like, they don't pay me anything. I do it out of love. And I like to have this connection with them.
Sarah, you make a lot of money. So
the same way my mom has this
bigger than
connection
most
with
people's
the
budgets.
original dream team, which is me and like right now it grew, so it's like 9 other girls. She's always there, like as a mentor, as a mom for all of us, as a professor, as a friend. And I want that same role because I know I just started my career, but the career doesn't last long as a competitor, right? Like titles come and go, but at the end of the day, when it's over, you know? Like I won't be competing in my 40s as consistently as I am now, probably, you know? I don't know what's in the future.
Sarah,
but,
you're 19 years old,
I have
bro.
to have a plan after that because I think some people,
gonna run
they
autos.
win and they don't have a future
gonna run
after
autos
that.
to get
They don't know what
HQ.
to do with their
That's your
jiu-jitsu.
future.
And jiu-jitsu, there's so much potential to do things. You know, you can change people's lives. So that's my role. I'm starting to build them young, even though I am young as well.
Now keep your.
And I think that's what
I'm about
makes
to
it
say the
better
wrong
is because
thing.
I'm also young. I'm trying to be a hybrid.
I was about to say the wrong thing. I'm about to say the wrong thing, Sarah. Let me. Ooh, not Sarah Galval, Sarah on the live stream. I'm about to say the wrong thing. I was about to say something. Let me stop myself. Let me plead the fifth. Galval said he likes this video. Let me stop. Let me stop, man. Woo, let me stop myself. You know, Yui Sasaki won her Asian Championship. We kind of knew that was going to happen. I was thinking it. I didn't say that, though. You know, AOJ kids celebrating Easter over there. All right. I'm trying to be changed. We got Victoria. What's up, Victoria? She got the tracksuit on. Victoria, whenever you get tired of that dude over there, just hit me up later, Victoria. When that dude don't treat you right, come over here, Victoria. We got Helena. I'm not sure what she's doing or wearing. Why does everybody think she's 29 years old? Why everybody think she's 29 years old? Is there anything else I care about? Not really. Oh yeah, this is pretty interesting. I thought I had a clip on that one. I don't. You know, we got some more Helena.
You guys just saw the fun video of me in training, getting shoved, and you guys should have some fun too. So make sure to visit mybookie.ag to bet on the UFC and PFL fights this weekend. Use code CRIBAR.
Last weekend. I don't really like these gambling sponsorships. Now, if they pay me a lot of money, I might switch up my tune. But right now, I don't really like these gambling sponsorships. I don't really vibe with that. Especially when your audience is all kids. All right, kids, tell your parents to bet on UFC and PFL. I don't really feel good about that. All right, I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna jump out of here, man. Thank you to all the supporters, all the lurkers. And I was right. I was right about Marcelo Garcia. Tatiana said so. I was right. I got to take whatever wins I can get over here. It's hard to get wins. That's basically it. Danny Choppa, your homie still out. He lost at sea. LL Snap still lost at sea. He should be back, and we know you guys missed him. He should be back soon. Sarah, stay out of trouble. We still working on Sarah getting her blue belt though. It's taking forever. And Mr. Marlin, we need Mr. Marlin to get to black belt. All the lace front. We need Mr. Marlin to get the black belt. He taking too long. And that's basically it. We'll keep you guys updated on everything that's going on. He over here having fun. And we should be back tomorrow, man. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And I'm playing my song. Come on now. The song gotta go. See ya. Sarah called this the ran through song. We gotta add Danny Choppa to the song. Can we add Danny Choppa to the song, Sarah? Every week.
Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L